Well, that's right. You know. All right, and Betty Colley is going to watch after the Walter Frank course another year, and she's just full of information. And since they've already talked about the income tax, I don't have to ask you that question.
Right, right. It's just, if anybody wants to use Walter Frank, be sure and call me. It's a great place if you have people.
I want to ask a question again, and this is my fault. We play bingo first and third Monday
Yeah,
at 6 o'clock.
yeah.
And you play dominoes the second and fourth Tuesdays at 5:30.
5:30 or 6.
Well, Dorothy and them play at 5:30 and we play at 6.
Yeah, there's two.
You mean two groups down there?
Yeah, well, Turkey Foot is 5:30 and Mexican Train is at 6.
But it's the second and fourth Tuesday.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay, David, I gotta get to whoever does that. So if somebody's gonna play at 6, if they get there at 5:30, they're just a little early. I don't want to confuse this and put 2 times in there. It's confusing enough for me
What are
anyhow.
you doing over there?
Okay, and then we have Peggy. Peggy called me this morning. Peggy has not been well for over a week. And I guess I knew that a couple of days ago because I was talking to her about something. But she said she hadn't been out in over a week. So she doesn't sound good. She just sounds gravelly. Okay. All right, so information. Men's off-campus lunch. The sign-up sheet says we're going to Longhorn and Beaver Creek. And it's full. It's pretty full, so that's good. That's tomorrow. And then the group off-campus lunch is the 15th. That's next Wednesday. And it says they're going to P.F. Chang's down in Centerville. And it's got some names on it. So the group is filling up, and the men's is basically filled up. Mall trip the 22nd, David?
It's still on the calendar.
Still on the calendar. And the ladies off-campus lunch. Does anybody know where the ladies are going on the 29th?
They're going to the JVS school,
Where?
the JVS school out on Selma Road. They have a
Okay,
culinary
the joint
school there.
vocation. Yeah. What do they call, that's not JV, they
They
don't
call
call
it the Jaguar Room.
it. Yeah, okay, but what is the name? It's not the JVS anymore, is it?
Yeah, it's a JVS.
It's part of the high schools.
Vocational.
Huh?
Part of the Springfield City Schools.
Okay,
Yeah, it's their culinary division.
I didn't think they called them that.
Well, the restaurant or the little place is called the Jaguar Room.
Jaguar,
Yeah.
all right.
That's their mascot, is the Jaguar, and they refer to it as Jag.
All right, Mr. David.
Oh, my turn.
Your turn.
I'm gonna move to this side of the room then, huh?
Yeah.
I don't have a whole lot either, but, because this is already the 7th of January. We have Coffee Connection this Friday. I got to talk to you, right, afterwards. Got Coffee Connection this Friday. Please try to come. Bill, you getting this? Okay? Because Tony does have updates for us, so it'll be very informative, okay? So come to Coffee Connection on Friday. It'll be 1 o'clock in this building, in this room, 1 o'clock. On the calendar, there's music by Jimmy Leach. I don't know who that is. Has he been here before? Do you know? No? Okay, well, he's going to be in the auditorium January 15th at 1:30. Okay, I don't have a clue what he is or what he does. Boutique will be open Thursday, January 16th from 11 to 3. That's the one time this month that it's going to be open. Dixieland Band will be here January 22nd. They're a regular, so they'll be here January 22nd, 6 p.m. in the auditorium. We also have our National Pie Day coming up again. Got a sign-up sheet back here for those of you that don't know what Pie Day is. Our events committee, it's one of our little fundraisers. We're looking for pie donations. Please sign up, donate a pie for us, and then we'll slice them up that day and then we sell them for $1 in the York Rite Lobby. I think we sold like 350 slices last year. So we had a lot of pie. But it always gets pretty good turnout. You can get a free ice cream, scoop of ice cream. I don't know who works ice cream on Thursday. Is that you?
Yes.
Well, be ready because it's on there. Make sure you got plenty of vanilla. Okay, so
Yeah, well, thanks for the heads up, because
Okay.
sometimes there is.
January 23rd. It's on the thing. Come to the ice cream shop. Add a scoop with your cherry pie or whatever you like on that. Okay, but that's it on the calendar. I was in a Zoom meeting yesterday with corporate, their marketing team. This is not my idea, but this is theirs. OMC wants to do a pet Super Bowl, and it's going to be done on Facebook. I guess what it is, if any of you have a pet, cat, send me a photograph. Okay, I'm supposed to send 2 cats and 2 dogs to corporate by Friday.
I have the 2 cats.
Send me a photo, okay, and it'll be on Facebook. Then people are going to go on Facebook and they're going to vote.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I was going to say, how are you going to?
Vote on the cutest cat or the cutest dog and that kind of stuff. So I don't know if you want to dress them up in your team's colors or something like that. So it's the first time they've attempted this, but this is going to happen. It's going to be on Facebook. And if you want your pet on there, cat or dog, go ahead and send a picture to me. I do need it by Friday. So, okay. After that, as far as our events committee, we were supposed to meet tomorrow, but I've got a couple committee members that are a little under the weather, so we have postponed our big meeting till next week. That's our planning of the year meeting. So I do know in February we will be doing the Valentine dinner. We'll do the lasagna, chocolate covered strawberries, all that good stuff. So, so just be on the lookout for the flyer for that. Okay. Other than that, I will be contacting United Senior Services for the taxes. I'll send them an email. Do you know if it's the same guy?
I have no idea.
I can't remember his name.
Is it Mark or something like that?
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
I've got his email. I've got it saved. I just have to email him. Well, one of the preparers is one of our residents, George Hartman. He ended up doing the preparing that day.
And they're also going to have it at Enon on Saturdays.
On Saturdays?
Yeah, because the downtown is Monday through Friday. Yeah,
Okay.
Enon on Saturday.
Well, I'll sit. They usually come here for us, so we'll get them here because we had at least 20 people in the taxes. So, other than that, I can't think of anything else, Tom. I know if you got questions about the shovel and snow in your driveways, I know they're down there working on it. I know Tony's been on them, so. It's a lot of snow, guys. I mean, it took me 2 hours to shovel my driveway last night when I
How
got
much should we get?
This is what they said in the news.
How much?
So,
Okay, I measured 8 at my house. Yeah, it was.
Put your higher.
I was pretty tired after that. So,
Do we have any, or maybe Tom's got that, do we have any new move-ins since Peggy's not here?
any new move-ins? No.
Okay.
I got a new move out, a new move in, and a new move out. I do have Kathy. How you pronounce her? Hartug. She's down in 3A. Okay, but you've been here.
I moved in about the 1st of November.
Yeah, she's been here a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. It's her first time getting out to one of the meetings. Probably. Come to Coffee Connection Friday at 1. And then you can go to happy hour afterwards.
It lasts that long?
No. But when you're in happy hour, you weren't there.
It is.
What are you giving?
Well, because she moved in since we had her last meeting.
She's moving out now.
I had her here.
So I'm not even gonna say it.
Okay. I told Peggy I'd let you.
I was down there this morning, so she'll be gone first thing in the morning. No sense in bringing it up.
You just did.
No, I didn't.
Yeah. The minutes will not
Anybody got
reflect.
anything for me? I don't have anything else. Can't think of anything else. Pickleball?
Yeah,
Do you need pickleball players? Or you got a lot already?
Well, we have about 10,
Okay.
and there's only one court,
Yeah.
and we play, the most we play is a 6-man game.
Mhm.
So if everybody's there, 4 people are sitting down. But if we play a 4-man game, then 6 people are sitting down.
You could do like you do in the pool halls, put your quarter on the table, you got next game.
She's requesting another auditorium.
Can't help you with that. I am thinking about getting the dart league back, so.
Yes,
Getting what?
yes.
Anybody curious, anybody interested?
I said something
what?
to Gail
The
about.
dart league, I want a dart league back, so.
No, but 2 weeks ago, we did have a man and a few children play shuffleboard in there.
I heard about that.
That was wonderful.
But the dart league though, we'll have a mini tournament at the end of your thing, and then the winners get to play me and Tony.
Oh, brother. I want to thank you profusely.
What?
We are now, the villas, some of us in the villas are getting 1 calls. Thank you.
Yeah, we finally got the 1 calls back up and
Thank
running.
you.
Yes, that was wonderful.
Somehow it got the Masonic Square residents and the Cunningham residents got erased from the 1 call list. Someone accidentally deleted it.
That's a lot.
Nobody is confessing, but I have
That's a
a
lot.
feeling that
That's a lot of numbers.
I have an idea what group did it.
But you don't want to admit that you were the leader of the
It
group.
wasn't me.
Oh.
I went in to send a 1 call for Tom, and thought, well, where's the Square residents at? So they were
Well,
gone.
thank you. We are appreciative.
Tony, I got him the list from you guys. Thank God you guys kept that list, and I sent that to Tony. He had to download it a certain way and reformat it, and upload it into the 1 call.
Well, it's great.
So it's up and running now.
Yeah, I sent you the email that said we can't use the 1 call, and it no sooner hit the mailbox and Dave sent me a email back, said, hey, we got her back again, so we can go.
Yeah, I could send it individual, but that would
Yeah.
take me
That's a lot
forever.
But the groups were just.
That would take me forever, so.
Yes.
But I'm glad he's got that all uploaded again. But bear with the grounds guys, they're trying to get to your driveways. Now, if you have to get out, you got a doctor's appointment or something, you don't have your car out yet, let me know. I'll call.
Well,
first.
Dave, so that means I should have called you yesterday morning at
No,
7:15 before
no.
SMC.
No, it just snowed,
No, yesterday.
I'm talking today.
Oh, no, the man had to help us into his transport to get to the doctors. This was 7:30 yesterday morning. And
Oh,
I
our
knew
driver
there was-
took you in.
Yeah, and there was, he says, oh my God, I said, don't tell me, I don't, Bruce went out and swept, but hey, you know, and that was, they couldn't do anything, transport couldn't do anything.
We had staff call off, I had a driver call off.
And you gotta do
I
ER
mean,
first,
We
I get
did
it.
what we had,
Yeah.
what we could, so,
Yeah,
all right.
thank
If
you.
you fell in that amount of snow, it wasn't gonna hurt you.
According to Jeff, who lost his marbles this morning, it would hurt me.
Thank you, David.
Okay.
I'd tickled to death with them. They were down there at 9 o'clock yesterday morning, cleaned out to the street so I could get out if I wanted to, and I did. So. Anyhow, old business. We're still working on the bylaws now. Hopefully, we can get this group together to start really doing some work on the bylaws, because it had been a hither and yon last year, but such is life. We still got them. They haven't went anywhere. Interestingly, June Allison sent me some material, and I've found, I think, the last 2 or 3 revisions of the bylaws, and they take a long time. They take a while. So it's interesting how they've evolved over the years as you read them. But we've still got them. I wanted to talk about a fundraiser. You know, when we started this thing, Jeff and I talked about how many tickets do you think we ought to have printed? That was the biggest price we had in this, except for the actual lottery tickets. The tickets were about $150 to get 500 of them printed and labeled and stapled and all that good stuff. And we kind of joked, because we just love to hang sold out on the sign. We came close. There was 9 tickets not sold out of 500. And Terry sold quite a few. One of the winners came off of that display in the York Rite lobby. The lady, I can't even think, Donna Ward, was that her name? Her mother is a patient on the 4th floor of York Rite. And her sister saw that display and bought a group of tickets and they were one of the winners. So I guess I can't thank you enough. Now, whether Tony will allow us to do it next year and how well it goes next year, I can't tell you. But Jeff and I, as we were joking about sold out, it came awfully close. On Wednesday, we were dividing up the tickets and doing some final stuff, Mary and Jeff and I, and I'd given half of what I had left to Terry, and she sold them all but one book. And I had 3 other
Yeah, I
books.
think it was 3.
And Mary said, well, let me have those. I'll take them to dinner tonight. She sold every one of them. She sold 3 books at dinner Wednesday night before Tony's party. So I think there was a lot of people sold more than just bought a book or 2. Now, some of them, I'm sure, looked at it as somewhat of a donation, but
The winners, when they scratched them, did they win anything?
nobody won big money that I've ever heard of. I haven't heard from Donna Ward, but the other 3 I've talked to.
Okay.
But they all got money. They all got money.
All right,
The
good.
two $200 winners were both in the mid-100s.
Okay.
The advertisement on the lottery tickets is 80% payback. So in theory, $200 worth of lottery tickets will get you $160. But it don't work that way because there's big prize tickets monies also, so it can't be a true 60. But they were both in the middle 100s. And I've talked to Bud. Bud cashed his, bought more tickets than the proverbial gambler, Bud. And he was telling me how many more he bought after he cashed these tickets. I think he was in the mid 100s. But I've talked to him and Larry and Peggy, and Peggy had fun with hers. Her kids were kind of shocked that she would quote unquote gambling. But that's okay. That's okay. I think they had fun with it. I think they pestered Grandma. But I appreciate it. We do have money in the bank, and I guess my promise to you is that I, for one, will try not to waste the money. You know, we are not out to build a bank account.
I thought the officers were going to Florida for midwinter. Darn.
I was going to call it, we wasn't going to spend a big weekend in New Carlisle, but oh well. So that's where that is. New business. Well, it's time for Mary to get all of her records. The bylaw says she's going to bring them with her this morning for the financial review. I have asked Deb Pierce to head that up, and Deb is going to take a look at our 2024 records as soon as we get them gathered up and put together. And I'm looking for somebody else. David Reese did it with Deb last year, and I haven't been able to get a hold of David, but I'm still trying. But we'll get the record looked at, so we'll know that we didn't go to New Carlisle. Okay. In the new business, I got the spring get-together, and I went over to see David a couple weeks ago now, and had him put April 6th on the calendar for the clubhouse. And that's a Sunday, a couple weeks after Easter, I think, Sunday afternoon for our spring get-together. And I think we want to do that again. We had 50 plus there last year. Hopefully we'll have that many there this year. We will invite all of our, make a special invitation to our newer neighbors. And, hopefully we'll have 50 or so there. So that is on there. Now, I am not locked into that date. I just went to see David, so we made sure we had one. Because sometimes that place fills up really quick. In the spring of the year, in the fall of the year, probably 2 of the more popular times. So if you don't like that date,
I think we ought to just do it. That's 2 weeks before Easter, so it's not going to interfere with Easter.
well, we kind of stay away from Easter.
I think that's a good date.
Might have a fishy smell in it, but that'll be okay.
Might have a what?
Fishy.
Fishy.
Fish fries before that.
I don't know yet. But
Oh,
it's
okay.
right around
Okay.
April when we do the fish fry, but that'll be on a Friday.
Oh, okay, so we're Sunday, so we wouldn't
Yeah,
interfere
you're
with your
fine.
cleaning up or anything.
Now, you just might have a stinky fish.
It won't bother me, I love fish.
We don't have to take a shower that day.
Okay, well anyhow, that's where we are, and without any objections or And if you come up with one next month, if everybody comes in, they don't like that date, we can see what David got available, but I just wanted to make sure we had something down.
If they don't like that date, they can host it at their house.
Okay.
I'm campaigning, not.
Mary mentioned something in her treasurer's report. She did write the check for $100 to the foundation as a memorial gift for those who died in the first half of 2024. It took me that long to get around to working the names up. There was 39 of them, I believe, 39 deaths on campus from Bill's bereavement report that he puts out on K4. So it's that time of year that we have always voted on making another 6-month memorial donation to the foundation. I don't know why we wouldn't do it. The only question I would ask is, the foundation is good to us, and since we have money, would we like to give more? That's not my decision, it's your decision. We've always given $100 twice a year, historically.
So do you need a motion or proposal?
Well,
Yes.
Well, if somebody got an amount, I get, we need a motion, but we need a motion to even discuss it, really, at this point in time.
Well, I make a motion to discuss it.
Okay. Yeah. Well, what do you want to discuss? Do you want to discuss?
I want to discuss when it's made. I want to discuss, are they all listed on a paper? I want to discuss, is that tax deductible? I guess it is, right?
Tax deductible?
Yeah, if we make a donation, we don't have to pay taxes on it here.
We don't pay taxes.
Anyway, well, that's part of the discussion. That's resolved.
Well, no, it's not part of the discussion, because I don't know that we have any record that as an organization we have ever filed an income tax.
Okay.
There's a 990N for nonprofit, small nonprofits. And I can find no record that we ever filed a 990N. Jeff and I have discussed this.
I don't think we
And
have to.
we have a Ohio nonprofit number, but I believe we're obligated to file 990N, which is electronic filing under $50,000. So, you know, we'll meet those qualifications. And in all truthfulness, we probably ought to go back and file, because you can file in arrears. Don't do arrears. Just do going for.
Just, if you want to file one and you've never filed one,
Just do
they'll
it.
call you if they have questions.
If they had a question. Well, they couldn't go back before 19, because I think 19 was when we got the nonprofit number. And I will tell you.
Federal ID. Do you
Huh?
have a federal ID?
It's a state, Secretary of State. And I remember when they did that, Connie, they advised all the blue lodges in the state to go get your state nonprofit number, because you are now going to have to start filing the 990Ns.
In the state.
Well, the 990N is a federal filing.
form, but if you don't have a federal number, it's like trying to file a tax return with no social security.
But I think they accept the state number.
They do?
I think that all come about at
They
the
do.
same time.
They do.
Because the Blue Lodges have a number that spins off of the Grand Lodge of Ohio. There's a 503 C8 or 10, and I'm not familiar.
Probably eight.
They're one of them. They have a number that spins down like that, but what that means is that when the Grand Lodge files their consolidated income tax return, they have to include all the assets and income of each of the lodges, independent lodges in the state. Scottish Rite does the same thing. But in Cambridge, we had a temple association with the Scottish Rite. It had to file its own independent income tax, 990, the full 990, because of their assets and their income. They beat the limits for the lesser filings, but they had to have a federal tax ID number to file that. But I think we can file the 990 in with the state.
Do we pay somebody to file it?
No, we're not going to pay anybody to file it.
It's one of those, if you're under $150,000.
Yes. One of the limits is $50,000 a year or something like. And it says your normal income, so you could get a bequest in 1 year of $70,000 and still get by with it by indicating that it's an abnormal year. So yes, but we're gonna have to do that. And Jeff and I think we know that. I think we'll get it done. But we had asked to consolidate our accounts into the Springfield Masonic Community accounts, which is a 501c3, I believe, probably not an 8 or a 10. 8s and 10s are fraternal organizations, incidentally. And we were denied, Brooks wouldn't let us establish an account. So when that happened, we were now into filing an income tax return. Hopefully that would have happened, we wouldn't have had to done that. But the question is, do we want to make a donation to the foundation in memory of the people who have passed away on the campus in the last 6 months?
Yes, I do, but I would like to know, just out of curiosity, what does the foundation do with that money? Is there like a memorial or a paper or whatever?
It goes into the fund.
Goes into the fund.
Okay.
And they state this was given for such and such
Yeah.
memorial.
But last year,
Okay,
didn't
I would say
July
they keep track of the
Remember?
donations from the Masonic Square Residents Council here at Springfield Masonic, because they seem to have track of everybody else.
Yeah.
I mean, they have track of the Blue Lodges
Do we,
forever.
do we on this campus personally do anything for those who have passed?
No.
Like separate from the foundation?
No,
Okay,
Not that I know.
so this goes
not,
toward,
not unless you're volunteering to keep those and take care of that.
No, I'm just tickled to death. I'm tickled to death that in this age of HIPAA, they allow Bill to
Yeah.
publish that number, to
Yeah.
publish that,
The names,
because somebody was talking to me about Jackie Danoon. Well, nobody here knows Jackie, but maybe, I met Jackie once upon a time, 40 years ago. I knew she was over in Pathways. I knew Irv died down over the hill. I knew Irv was here. I worked with Irv. Irv worked for Columbia Gas in Columbus. But I didn't know Jackie had died.
Irv was a Shriner clown, too.
He was a clown. He was a clown. Aladdin in Columbus. He bowled a $2.99 game one time.
Did he?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And he'll tell you all about it.
He worked at the Florida golf tournament, too.
He was a nice guy.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. So I would not have known Jackie passed away if it wasn't for that list. And I appreciate that list. I don't want anybody to get in trouble with that. Okay, we're gonna make a donation. I need an amount.
I move that we donate to the Masonic community.
How much?
Well, then we have to discuss how
Well, we
much.
already have that.
We need
We are-
the motion to discuss it. We can change it. We don't have to approve it. But yeah. I need an amount.
$100, I make a motion to donate.
Well, that's what we give now.
Well,
We
what?
want to know if we're going to increase it or not.
Oh. Well, is that gonna affect our trip to Florida?
No.
Oh,
No, you're not going to Florida. Don't.
why not?
Because you've not been a good girl this year.
All right. I had a motion. I don't have a second. I'd like a second.
All right, I'll move that we donate 200 this year.
Okay.
Every 6 months,
Pardon?
200 every 6 months, or 100 every 6 months?
No, we're just doing this.
We're doing 100 every 6 months now.
Now,
Yeah.
right.
So
My motion is 200 now.
200 now. Okay. So that will not apply to July. It only applies
We'll
to
talk
now.
about July when July gets.
Do I have a second to the
How
200
much
now?
money we have.
Also,
I've got a second from Connie. Now we can discuss it. Officially, you can discuss it. Yes,
Do we have enough residents here to pass such a motion?
Today,
well, that's a good question.
Could we
And
let it go and table it until
I will,
next month?
I will take a motion to table if you want to make the motion to table.
I make a motion to table.
Do I have a second for the motion to table?
I mean, it's a good motion, but I think more.
Kathy seconds for the motion to table.
I agree with you.
There's no discussion to the motion to table. All those in favor of the motion to table, the $200 motion for the foundation, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah.
Yes, that is a good idea. And that gets it out there and gets people thinking.
Yeah.
But it'll be in the minutes that the motion is
To table,
to this time, not 200 in July, $200.
table the $200.
And then the motion to table that motion would make Joanne and Kathy. Which is a good idea, good idea. All right, I'm done with my stuff. Announcements, concerns, want to get out of here, whatever. Jim, thanks for being here.
You're welcome.
This is what we do, mostly every month. No?
Well, we have a lot more people usually.
Yeah, we have,
And a lot more
generally
discussion.
have in the 30 range.
Which brings up more questions.
Okay, with nothing else, but Stan's not with us, I need a motion to adjourn. Kathy, second. Come on. All right, all those in favor? All right, very good.
Seconded.
Would you please rise for a benediction? Heavenly Father, we do thank you for this time together, and during this cold and stormy time of year, we would pray that you would keep us safe and sound, and continue to direct our paths and guide our lives, and keep us safe and sound until we meet again. In Jesus' precious name we pray. Amen. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having